Hey Virgo, this is your bi-weekly reading. So we are looking at the period of time for the new moon to full moon, so the waxing energy from January 11th in Capricorn to the full moon in Leo on January 25th. So, all right. If you have not joined me for these before, welcome. These are short and sweet little guidance messages because sometimes focusing on the overall month can be a little bit challenging to actually... Oh, my card is getting caught up. Okay. Sorry about that. So sometimes it can be just a little bit lengthy to try and focus on a message and remember it throughout the entire month. So this is really so that you can focus on that period of time. Who can't focus on something for 2 weeks? 2 weeks is so much more doable. I'm liking your cards, Virgo. Okay. So, so we're working with the energy instead of working against it, like working with the flow instead of swimming upstream, right? Essentially is the idea. Now, for those of you who are typically like to set intentions or plant seeds or manifestation, all different things like that, if you followed me for a while, then you know that I have said in the past, not all new moons are the most ideal for that, right? And so there were a few last year where I was like, I don't know, this is the best idea. Doesn't mean that you can't work with the energy. There's always a lot of astrology going on. However, this one, I'm going to say, take note. This is the one to work with. This is really the one to work with. So utilizing this energy that is waxing from now until the 25th, I would really recommend, especially on the 11th and the 12th. I really feel like that energy is really going to carry into the 12th for reasons that are in my most recent video on the new moon, which talks a little bit more than just about the new moon, but that just went up on the 11th earlier today. So you can go check that out and get more information. I don't want to go too far into the astrology here because I want to make sure that we just focus on tarot and make these short and sweet. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at what area of your life, if you were to take some extra time and energy to focus in a particular area of your life that you're being directed towards, what would be the linchpin that would, if you focus there, have the most benefit to all areas of your life, just ripple out and affect all areas of your life in the most beneficial way, right? So what comes up for you is the midheaven. And I'm liking it because especially the next card that's coming up for you, Virgo, but so we're looking at the midheaven. The midheaven is, you'll notice, has a lot of significations that are similar to the 10th house. And this really has to do with your purpose, your career, right? So what are you here to do? What is this is the highest point that you can reach. It's also the most visible point in the chart. And there's some symbolic, importance there, right? So where you are most seen, also relating to your reputation, how you're seen by others as well. But yeah, very much focused on career and purpose, right? I'm thinking of one Virgo in particular that I happen to know who I was like, oh gosh, this is so relevant. I can't wait to tell her. So that's the area, right? And this isn't to say to obsessively focus in this area of your life and then neglect all other areas of your life, right? This is really to say to put just some more time, energy, and attention into this. Now, how can you work with this in this new moon phase? Let's talk about that in a second, actually. Let's talk first about the Ace of Wands that we have showing up here. Now, this is a spark of creativity, of inspiration, of intuition. This is that crackle, that sizzle of energy. And if you notice with the Ace of Wands, one of the things that I love about the Ace is that you find that there's a hand that comes out from the ethers, right? And it's almost like it's indicating that there is this extra guidance, that there is this support that is coming from, whatever you believe in, the universe, spirit, worlds, whatever it is, but it's coming from an unseen place where you're being kind of supported, and it's almost like you're being handed this spark of energy, this ability to, if you think about combustible energy and that kind of explosive type of energy and how you can utilize that energy to really move things forward. And I love this because this very much, I feel like, goes with new moon type energy, with waxing moon type energy. And when it's in relation to your purpose and your career, why not? Like, yeah, I'll take that. So how can you work with this particular new moon? Well, we're talking about the new moon in Capricorn. Of course, there are other things, like I said, astrologically going on, but I would say focusing on, what kinds of planning or structures, not just because it's January, although I think it's really well timed that it is at the beginning of the year that we're having this happen, but what kinds of foundations, what's the framework that you want to build for yourself? What kinds of disciplines or habits or things are you going to lay out to enable yourself to really build and create and grow and expand this area of your life as you move forward through 2024? So that's what I see here. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give the video a like. It really does help me as I'm building this channel, and send this to another Virgo. Like, I would really love to build and spread things with this channel. I've got some things planned on the horizon. I know I talked about that at the end of 2023. I said after the holidays, maybe like a month or two after. It's still looking that way. So once things kind of settle and solidify, I'll be able to put out some of that new content I was talking about. So make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the fun stuff in the future. And that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.